promise we're together, baby.
I love you!
I love you too!
Hello everybody, I'm Coco Cosmos, and I got the idea of spinning a wheel with the names of total drama characters on it, and talking about whichever 5 came up, because I've finally watched the reboot. Let's go! I feel like with Beth, you either think she's super boring or a terrible finalist pick, or you think she doesn't do anything to deserve the hate she gets. Me personally, I think she's a pretty average character. I don't love her or hate her, she just is. Do I think someone else could have been picked over her for TDA? Sure, but she doesn't ruin the finale. Kinda goes with the theme of good versus evil or hero versus villain that they usually have. Or like, positive versus negative, something of that sort. It was kinda messed up how everyone thought she was lying about her boyfriend though. Her time in TDI was pretty average, and I think it's cool they did add a little bit of depth to her character, besides being a dorky flunky, and her friendship with Lindsay was super cute. Dakota was your classic fame-hungry diva, and then she was a radioactive monster. I really liked her character growth though up until that point. Being an intern was fair enough because she learned how the little people lived, even though it was worse because Chris was her boss. I think her getting eliminated would have sufficed if they didn't make her an intern, but then I think we wouldn't have gotten Sam Coda. And they're the healthiest of total drama couples, funnily enough. She deserved better, but she has a love that loves her how she is.
Sam still like Dakota?
I've always liked you, man hands or no man hands.
He's just a little brainy guy. Very delicate, very light. When I first saw his bubble, I just knew that wasn't gonna last long. I do think his friendship trio with Mike and Zoe is pretty cute, especially when he's helping Mike with his MPD. And I hate how the smartest person there couldn't get people to see Mal for who he was in All Stars. I have a feeling if I talk about a character that was also in All Stars, the derailment will also come up. Cameron was as nice as he could be to Sierra, but it's just not in his nature to be rude or sneaky, so I really feel that somebody on his team should have stuck up for him when she was clearly getting obsessed with him. Like, he thought they were just team bonding, but it got very weird very fast. But I also don't like how he threw Courtney under the bus for the accidental kiss. And I gotta say, Lightning was my winner for ROTI, I'm sorry. TDI Geoff was peak. Then it seemed to be all downhill from there. I did like how he was genuinely everyone's friend and did have the best intentions. He even felt guilty when Bridget was voted off the first time. After he was reduced to being Bridget's boyfriend, he was bumped out of my top 10, and when they did his diva plotline, he dropped lower. Like, Geoff would never. He went from the guy everyone's cool with to torturing and embarrassing his friends. Like, we gotta be serious. Then Bridget cheated on him.
I kinda have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend, or you kinda have a boyfriend?
I have a boyfriend. Kind of.
And he was rightfully upset, and he forgave her, which is pretty on par. I kind of wish he was part of World Tour so we would have skipped the cheating thing, but I don't think the gimmick of team victory being literally the opposite would have happened. But when Geoff was being himself as the Total Drama Aftermath host, I think that was better than whatever else he had going on. I also think Geoff and Lindsay could have been blonde best friends, and it would have been really cute. You know that kid in school who takes JROTC a bit too seriously? That's Brick. But Brick is best boy, and his rivalry with Joe was pretty interesting. I think Brick would have made a great addition to All Stars. I don't know if it'd be over Sam, I'm biased, but I know he should have been there. Like, he's very loyal, very teamwork oriented, and I gotta say, his fashion designing dream was a twist I did not see coming. I wanted to see more of Brick, honestly. Do I ship Brick and Dawn? I mean, I guess. Not really, no. Do I ship Brick and Joe? Also, no. I think they keep the competition alive in each other healthily, And if they were to be friends or enemies or whatever, it needs to say that. No romantical inclination. If I have to rank just the 5 here, I think it'd be this. But what do y'all think? Who are your favorite total drama characters? Let me know in the comments below. Coco Cosmos out.